We've won 6 of our last 7 games, and there's only 2 games of the season to go. We're guaranteed Champions League football already, so let's go finish the season. Hello and welcome to Club 6, episode 19 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got the final 2 games of the season for you in Serie A. We're away to Hellas Verona, and then on the final day of the season, we're at home to Torino. Since you were last with us, as you can see, we've lost twice and won every other match. We lost the very first game after the last episode, 2-0 away to Juventus, and our only other defeat was also 2-0 away at Fiorentina. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Verona match, and let's show you the team for that game. And it is Gasparini in goal, back 4 of Eugenio Carlos, Omobamidele, Jones and Skriniar, Abdesalam at the base of midfield, Sambi Lokonga and Barella ahead of him, Doku on the left, Colombo on the right, Raspadori, as always, up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, the assistant is recommending if you carry your last performance into this match, we'll do well. It was a good win, so why not? So we'll outstretch the arms and agree with him. And that's motivated a couple of the lads. A lot of them are composed, and there's a little bit of complacency. Not great, but could be a lot worse. So let's go into the tunnel and answer their questions. How will you look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Lazio? We always want to keep playing well and doing the best we can. Andrew Omobamidele, yeah, he's playing very well. Why have you... So Shotard is out because of squad rotation. Okay, let's get straight into the match then. Kick it off. And as always, we'll spend the first few minutes just evaluating how things are going. So Verona are playing a 4-4-2 system against us. And it's Skriniar with the first attack. Barella plays it into Colombo, finds Raspadori, back to Barella, into Colombo again. Skriniar on the overlap, and Raspadori gets his first goal of the game. It's Verona 0, Inter Milan 1, and that's his 30th of the season. We don't need to see the replay of that. We'll get straight on with it. Only 5 minutes gone, 1-0 up already. It's looking good. Okay, with 10 minutes gone, we're still 1-0 up, still only the 1 shot on target though, so we haven't really built on that early goal yet. And everyone's fit, so it's fine. Eugenio Carlos with the throw-in, Sambi Lokonga gives it back to him. Eugenio Carlos to Sambi Lokonga, who crosses, and Lorenzo Colombo with the finish makes it 2-0 on 10 minutes. We won't bother with a replay for this one either. So we're looking very nicely placed indeed. Doku's been fouled, it's a free kick. Raspadori with it, goes round the wall. Montipo with the save, preventing the goal. It's an out-swinging corner from Barella. Omobamidele takes it under control, feeds it back to Barella, and it's cleared, and the highlight comes to an end. Kouame wins it, but only for the benefit of Jones. It's played right to Colombo, back to Skriniar, who turns and finds Abdesalam. Colombo into Sambi Lokonga, played through for Raspadori, and he's left with the simplest of finishes to get his second of the game, our third. It's Verona 0, Inter Milan 3. There's only 22 minutes gone, and it's already looking like game over. Milan not yet ahead. They're playing Juventus, so tough game for them. This could be where we gain a crucial advantage in the battle for second place. Not sure if it makes a massive amount of difference between finishing second and finishing third, but we want to finish as high as we possibly can. And it's Tassi back to Askildsen. Gasparini makes the save and then collects it and clears long, but Vitti is underneath it and the highlight comes to an end. And it's still Milan 0, Juventus 0. That result suits us down to the ground. It's Barella with the free kick into the area, headed clear. Sambi Lokonga to Raspadori. Jones back to Raspadori, who crosses, and Doku is there at the back post to make it 4-0 to Inter Milan with 40 minutes on the watch. And we are well and truly in the ascendancy at this point, just waiting for half time. And I think we'll make one change at half time, probably Barella. Although having said that, yeah, actually, yes, we will do Barella. So let's go and give the lads some words of encouragement. Outstretch the arms. You're doing brilliantly, keep going. We're 4-0 up. And let's go and make that one substitution. So Nicolo Barella, and we'll bring on Joris Schottard. Complacency at 4-0 up is difficult to avoid, I think. There's so much of it around. So let's hit them with a demand more to try and squash some of that complacency out of them. The goalkeeper hasn't responded well to that. He's unhappy. The majority of the team seem okay with it. Omar Bamidili back to Gasparini, who launches it. It's picked up by Lovato into Tassi. It's crossed field, but Skriniar collects, finds Gasparini, who goes long again. VT picks it up, Askildsen. It's with Kwame. He plays it in, but it's cut out and back to Gasparini, who goes left this time. Eugenio Carlos has given the ball away, and it's crossed in, and Kwame doesn't make the most of the opportunity. So the next substitution I'm not 100% sure of yet. We're waiting for somebody to obviously show that they need to come off. So I think another demand more. Milan have gone 2-0 up now against Juventus. 2 quick goals. And that's solidified our second... in fact, it hasn't. It's the other way around. It's brought Milan back to level with us. And it's cut the gap to Juventus to 13 points. It's played into the area. Scarano. Gasparini with the save there. Good save. At the expense of a corner. Okay, it's played in. Headed away by Omar Bamidili. Gabriel Menino picks it up, but the highlight comes to an end. And what is it now? It is Milan 3, Juventus 2 at the moment. So Juventus making a comeback, but then Milan adding the third goal to go back in front, and now a fourth. So Milan have sewn it up and join us on 80 points. And we're into stoppage time, and that's the end of the game. It's Verona 0, Inter Milan 4, and I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second of today's matches and the final match of the season as we face relegation-threatened Torino at home. And the team for this one is Gasparini in goal. A back four of Skriniar, Jones, Eugenio Carlos and Abdesalam. Shotard at the base of midfield. Barella and Sambi Lokonga ahead of him. Colombo on the right. Leandro on the left and Raspadori up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is recommending, the media have given you a lot of credit lately, go out there and put on a worthy display. No, I'm going to disagree with that. I'm going to pump the fists and say we're favourites here and I want us to play like it. And that's motivated one or two of them, left a lot of them composed, and a couple of them are aggressive and there's some complacency as well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but we'll get into the tunnel, do a tunnel interview. What do you attribute your recent good home run to? Hard work. It's going to be the last time we see Milan Skriniar, Albert Sambi Lokonga and Alessandro Buongiorno in an Inter shirt. Do you have any special plans to give them an appropriate send-off? Couldn't speak more highly of them. Milan Skriniar has been in good form of late and starts again. How happy have you been with him? He's playing well and deserves to be praised for that. Hopefully he can put in another strong performance. And let's get the game underway. And first of all, see how the early match is going. And it's Torino on the attack. It's headed over the top. I'll just show you the bottom of the table. It is results between teams that dictate who will stay up and who will go down. Torino know that if they lose, they are vulnerable to relegation because they have an inferior record in the head-to-head with their relegation rivals. And we'll just watch this goal from Raspadori round the wall, curled into the corner. Inter Milan 1, Torino 0. And I think that's going to leave them vulnerable. Empoli are playing Milan, so actually Torino will fancy their chances anyway, that they'll be okay. Barella into Colombo, back to Shotard. Barella's shot is saved by Pontus Dahlberg at the expense of a corner. Barella with the in-swinger. And it's headed over, but in fact it's tipped over by Dahlberg. And this time it'll be, I think, an out-swinging corner. In fact, we don't even get to see it. So it's a goal kick. Dahlberg with it. Shotard wins the header. Finds Colombo. Back to Skriniar. Shotard to Colombo to Barella. Shotard into Sambi Lokonga. Raspadori plays it through. Leandro with the shot. And the Torino keeper makes the save. In swinging corner from Barella. And it's headed away. So Eugenio Carlos will collect. And the highlight comes to an immediate end. Sambi Lokonga plays it to the left. And Leandro plays it back for Abdesalam. Leandro cuts infield, finds Shotard. Barella plays it to the left and Abdesalam again. It's played in for Colombo, who hits the post. Leandro's shot is deflected, falls to Abdesalam, Shotard, and the highlight comes to an end. So first 15 minutes we've thoroughly dominated, and it is a free kick into the area. Jones with the header just wide, and we are definitely taking the game to them. Empoli still not leading against Milan. They are level. So It's still very much in the melting pot for relegation. An Empoli goal, in fact, at the moment, I think I've miscalculated. I don't think an Empoli goal will send Torino down. From what I can see, even a goal for Empoli I don't think will send them down. Milan have gone ahead in that game, and I'm not sure what that means, to be honest, at the moment. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. We'll send them out, and we won't do any half-time subs, but we will consider an early second half change. I think Colombo is the most obvious man to take off first. He's playing well but losing fitness, so we'll bring on Yannis Antiste, and then on the left for Leandro we'll swap him out for Jeremy Doku, and the final change is going to be Eugenio Carlos, and coming on will be Avier. So 20 minutes left. We've made our 3 subs. We're 1-0 up. Torino are not going to go down as it stands. Skriniar to Antiste. Back to Skriniar. Plays it to Jones, to Shotard. Into Sambi Lokonga. To the right wing and Antiste, who goes round his man. Pulls it back. In fact, Gutierrez makes the clearance. Jones into Shotard. Shotard's given it away, and Cancellari plays it through Paolo, but Avier cleans up at the back, finds Gasparini, who gives it back to him. Jones to Avier. Sambi Lokonga plays it forward over the top. Raspadori has the shot, and Giacomo Raspadori makes it Inter Milan 2, Torino 0. And that surely wraps up the win. I'm not going to bother with the replay. Milan have gone 2-0 up. In fact, they've gone 4-0 up. They've had 2 more rapid goals, and they are well in control. Empoli are going down. Douglas Luiz has one back for them, but it's not going to be enough. Gomez with the ball forward. Puyol gets it down for Cancelli, and that ends that highlight. So we're into the last couple of minutes. 4 added minutes signalled, and this will be the last highlight of the game. Lokonga to Shotard. Doku in for Raspadori. His shot is over the top. The highlight comes to an end. In fact, there is one more. Dahlberg with the goal kick. Sambi Lokonga wins it but gives it away. Cancelli comes forward and fires it straight at Gasparini. Doesn't get much on it. And Gutierrez comes forward now for Torino. It's cleared by Skriniar to Barella. Skriniar gets it back. Plays it to Barella again, who goes back to Jones. Jones with the long ball forward to Raspadori. And that is a good challenge by the Torino defender. And they come forward with Cancelli. Jones picks it up and Skriniar can't deal with it. And that surely is going to be that, but it's Skriniar with the throw-in to Jones, to Barella, to Shotard, into Sambi Lokonga, plays it to Raspadori, to the right-hand side, and Yannis Antiste, back to Barella. It's out of play, and that's full time. It's Inter Milan 2, Torino 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now then to take a look at the final league table for the season, and we finish in second place with 25 wins, 8 draws and 5 defeats, so 83 points from the season, and that's 13 points behind champions Juventus, who only lost twice all season. We did have the best defensive record in Serie A, but Juventus were considerably more prolific than us up front, although we do have the second best attacking record in the league and the second best goal difference. So what's coming up on the next episode? Well, it will be the transfer special and the pre-season roundup. Before we go, I'm just going to check who is out of contract at the end of the season and offer any of them who have not taken up deals elsewhere new contracts. So it is from Galimberti up. Galimberti, I'm going to give him a contract because I think potentially he could be a useful backup in the future. So let's finalise that promise, negotiate the contract, and we'll just give him what he wants. 2 years is fine. So Galimberti gets a deal. Skriniar, I'm going to give 1 more year to if he wants it. He's still good enough at the moment. So I'm going to remove and exclude that. I'm going to remove and exclude that as well. So he remains an important player. Let's see how long a contract he wants. If he'll take a year, which he will, let's see if we can cut him down to 95,000 a week. And that means we'll have to drop his agent fee a little bit. Suggest terms, he's fine with that. So that's fine. Skriniar gets a new contract offer. Buongiorno is leaving for Real Madrid, so that's fine. Federico Di Marco wants to leave and isn't that good, so I'm going to let him go. And Lokonga is leaving to join Real Madrid as well. So those are all the players we can prevent from leaving. So I'll leave this episode there, and if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.